Yo, what's up everyone? Michael here. Thanks for stopping by today. If you're new to the channel, welcome. I really am glad you found your way here. If you're back again, thanks for stopping by. I'm really excited that you decided to come back and check out my channel. In today's video, we're going to be doing something different than I've done so far. We're going to be doing a gear review of some items that my friends at ALPAKA sent my way. We're going to be reviewing the Elements Backpack, the Bravo Sling Max Limited Edition V2, and the Tech Kit, all from ALPAKA Gear. Now, before we get started, I want to let you know that these items were given to me. However, all the opinions in today's video are completely my own and ones that I've formed over the last month and a half using these products. And if you're interested at the end of the video and you want to buy your own, then there's going to be a link in the description below where you can get 10% off your entire order on ALPAKA's website. Now, with all that said, let's check out these products. Up first, we're going to talk about the Elements Backpack. Coming in at about 2.5 pounds, the Elements Backpack is a pretty lightweight pack overall. The pack stated dimensions are 12.5 inches long, 5.5 inches deep, and 20.5 inches tall, with a total volume of about 24 liters. The exterior of the pack is really solid. It's built with 500D black Codra nylon. It's a mouthful. And the bottom of the pack is made with 1680D ballistic nylon and topped off with a really nice honeycomb nylon webbing. So overall, it looks really good. It feels really good, and it's actually really durable. And on the back side, you've got straps, obviously. The straps of these are pretty unique. They've got a honeycomb design. I'll see if you can see it here. You got a nice little honeycomb design. And at first I was a little skeptical that it would feel a little awkward wearing them, but I'm actually really impressed by how comfortable they were. You've got a sternum strap as well. Let me get it all turned around. There we go. You've got a nice sternum strap, and what I really like about the sternum strap is that it's magnetic. So a lot of these sternum straps have, you know, those buckles and things like that. This one is really easy to use, and I've really been a fan of that. On the bag, you've got your standard YKK zippers that are really nice, really durable, and a spot for you to lock up your pack if you really want to. I've never locked up many book bags, so it's not a feature that I've used, but if you like to lock your bag up, then you've got that option. And then to top it off, ALPAKA's giving you 2 water bottle slots here and here. They're water bottle slots. I will note in a little bit, they're a little small. You definitely can't fit every type of water bottle there, so just keep that in mind. You want to have something pretty slim, but again, that's kind of the purpose of this bag, is just keeping it nice and slim. We move to the inside of the pack. It's really well made. It looks really good inside. I like the contrast here. You have a laptop sleeve. The laptop sleeve can fit up to a 16-inch MacBook Pro. And you have 2 zipper pouches, one nylon mesh and one, I don't know, I think it's just regular nylon as well. So you've got 2 of these pockets here, and then you have your main pocket. Now, along with that, on the inside, what they have done is they have their own proprietary accessory lineup called the Hub accessories. You have 6 slots for them here. Never use them. When I got this from ALPAKA, I chose not to go and get the accessories that clipped in here because for me, I just didn't feel like I would use it. So I didn't want to waste their time and, you know, sending me stuff I wasn't going to use. So if you do like that and you are interested in investing fully into the ALPAKA line, this could be a good beneficial thing to have there as well. Overall, I really like the way this bag looks. It feels great. It's very sleek. It's really minimal. And yeah, I'm really happy with it. Now, I will say the pack can get full pretty quickly when you start loading things into it. Again, 24 liters, it might, to me originally, it sounded like it was actually a pretty decent amount, but it ended up being pretty small. But it was intentional too. They wanted this pack to be a sleek, minimal pack that's meant for EDC use and things like that. It's not something you can go spend, you know, a whole day out on the town taking all of your camera gear with you, because it's not meant for that. So that's one thing to keep in mind if you choose to purchase this bag. I use this pack in quite a bit of different ways over the last month and a half, between taking it to a local coffee shop or going for a weekend trip somewhere. I did also take this pack with me to California, and one of the nice things is it's so sleek and so minimal that it fits underneath the under seat storage really easily, especially on the aisle seats where those storage spaces tend to be a little smaller. It still fit there, including my water bottle in the side. So for whatever it's worth, that was something I really did like. It was really easy to travel with, and it's just, it looks good too. I will be honest with you, I think this pack let me down just a little bit, not because it's anything that ALPAKA did, but it's because I came into it with some unrealistic expectations. Again, like I said, it's 24 liters. And for me, I don't know, maybe I Was thinking 24 liters would be a little bit bigger, but it really felt small at times. When I took stuff with me for work, I really couldn't put much in there outside of the tech kit, outside of my computer, my chargers, and I had a couple snacks in there too, but it really got full really, really fast. And there's not a whole lot of pockets and organizations inside of it too. So really everything kind of fit all in one place. And for whatever it's worth, it felt a little small to me. Now, I think if you were to add in the hub accessories to it, it could be a really cool product. But again, for me, I think the hub accessories are really nice, but I don't see myself using them enough to really get the benefit out of it. The other thing that I think would impact this pack space too is that when you start adding in those hub accessories into the pack, it's already small enough, and I think that just adds more bulk and really takes away from your storage space in the pack too. So for me, it didn't make a whole lot of sense to get the hub accessories and use those in this bag. Now, to be fair, I've seen other people use it, and I think it looks great, but for me, I just didn't think it was worth it. But with all that said, if you're looking for a really sleek, minimal EDC carry pack, then this is a really great option for you too. It looks great. It's got some nice hidden components too. It's got a little storage flap here. If you saw my Instagram post about it, that's something I really like. If I go to a coffee shop, my wallet and keys always go straight in there, so I don't have to leave them out on the table. So I've been really, really happy with this. There's a few things that may or may not, sit too well with me. It collects a little fuzz here too, just kind of the material. But overall, give this pack a solid 4 out of 5. There are a couple little nuances to the pack that you want to be mindful of. Like, again, if you want a water bottle, it's a pretty tight fit, and it's obviously not going to fit great right now because I have nothing in there. But just be mindful of that it's not the biggest pack in the world. So don't let your hopes get up when you get it and it feels small, because it is small. All right, so before we go on to the next item, if you're liking this video so far and you're liking this style, please give it a thumbs up. Consider subscribing to the channel for more content like this down the road. It really helps me figure out what kind of content to create, what I enjoy creating, what you enjoy watching, and things like that too. So comment below, like, subscribe, all the good YouTube stuff. Thanks. So moving on to the next item, we have the Bravo Sling Max Limited Edition V2. Out of all the items that I reviewed out of this collaboration with ALPAKA, this has definitely been my favorite one, which is very surprising because I've never owned a sling bag before, never really thought that I could benefit from it, but I've been really pleasantly surprised with this. Again, maybe unlike the Elements pack, I had a lot of expectations for that. With this, I had none, so maybe that's why, but really great pack here. So I'm excited to dive into this one with you. This pack comes in at just under 1.5 pounds, really lightweight, which again makes sense because it is a small sling pack. But one thing to keep in mind too is that, for its smaller form factor, it can have a little bit of weight to it. I think it's not too heavy, but some people might find it heavy. But that is because they use really good quality material. That is because they use really good quality material. Being that this is the limited edition, they have their X-Pack material here too. So it has some X. I don't know if you can see it because the black is too black here. But the material on this is really, really durable. I think I saw somewhere on their website that this is used in sailing. So yeah, it's a really well designed, really well made exterior. Very happy about that. That's why you buy ALPAKA stuff. They do a great job making their exterior of their packs look really good and be really durable. But yeah, so about 1.5 pounds. It's going to be really nice and lightweight for you. So in this pack, there are 4 main compartments. You have your top compartment. You have a front pouch here, which is really nice. It is actually RFID protected, so that you can put stuff here and not worry about people being bad people. Then you have a pocket on the back, which you can fit some more stuff back here. And then you have a hidden compartment, which, to be honest with you, until I was writing the script for this, I actually didn't even know this pocket was there. And I've been using it for months, so that's kind of funny. Again, that's also why this is a really good pouch. It took me a month and a half to realize that this pouch was there. In addition to all the compartments that this pack has, ALPAKA also did put in this nice little feature here where you can put a USB-C charger here, and inside of this little section, if I can open it with one hand, you also have a place to store your SIM, your micro SD, and then it also has the little tool that you can unlock your SIM cards from, if that's still a thing. I honestly have never used one of those except for when I used to go to AT&T and get my new phones, but now I'm pretty sure that the iPhones are all SIM-less. Maybe I'm wrong. Correct me in my comments if I'm wrong. But again, I've actually never used this. I don't even have the cord. You know, to be honest with you, I think I lost the little cable that it came with. So sorry, Alpaca. But let's move on to the inside of the pack. We're going to start with the first compartment, the main compartment here. Really nice lined spot to put your computer. One thing to really be mindful of with this pack, again, remember this is a small pack. It's not the same size as the day pack. This can only fit up to a 14-inch computer. So for those of you who have the massive 16-inch MacBook Pro, this pack's not going to work for you, so don't buy it unless you have a 14-inch or smaller MacBook Pro, in which case then buy it because it's a really good pack. I really like it. But anyways, you have that pack, and then you have some space inside to store other stuff, and you got a couple other little goodie compartments. Hey, look, I found something in there. This has been really nice, though. What I found myself putting in here a lot was I would put my MacBook. I would then come and throw in my tech kit. I would throw in my Mac charger, things like that, and then I would have a little extra storage here below. Really like this, really simple, but again, it's really functional for what it is. That's one thing that I've really appreciated out of all three of these products that I've tested, is that they've done a really good job creating intentional, minimal designs that are really durable. So again, kudos. Moving on to the front compartment. This is a spot to put some smaller items here. You've got a mesh pocket, a couple smaller pockets here. Even has a little hub accessory here for your keychains, which I have not used. Again, I'm just not really buying into the hub accessories. I don't need it. Doesn't mean they're not good. I just personally don't need it. And I like to be intentional with what I purchase. And then you've got a couple other adapters here. But keep in mind, this is also that RFID lock and things like that too. And you got a spot to lock up your zips if you really want to. Then on the back side, you have another smaller pouch, which is really cool. This fits up to a 12-inch iPad or tablet. Sorry for those of you who are non-Apple product users. But I found this to be a really cool slot. I would have my laptop here, and I would have my iPad. I have the 11-inch Pro back here. And then you've got some spots for pens, other little things there too. So pretty neat. And then as I showed you guys earlier, we have this hidden pouch that I didn't even know about. And so you can put some other valuable things there. Passport, wallets, whatever you might have. Also, one thing I forgot to mention when talking about the exterior are these straps. So these straps are really cool. With the V2, they did make some enhancements to these straps from what I read. These straps are removable, which is really nice. If you can look right here, it has this little locking mechanism here that just locks in and it clicks in. Really nice and super adjustable. So yeah, that's it. This pack's really simple, but it does really well for what it's made for. I've been really a big fan of it. I've actually used it quite a bit. Not so much as the backpack, but I've used this a good bit to go to coffee shops especially. I think for me, that's what it's going to be for, is if I just need something quick to go to a coffee shop. I don't work from an office, so I won't need it there, but I can see this being a really good fit for people who are just quick grab and go. Maybe you keep some items in here and you just toss, your laptop, you toss your iPad in, and you're out the door. So really good pack. Now let's talk about my thoughts on the product. So I've explained what the product is, and here are my particular thoughts. For what the bag's designed for, I think it's a fantastic product. It met my expectations and then some. It's really well designed. You can tell that they were very intentional with every aspect of it. And yeah, I don't really have anything negative to say about it there. I think if you're looking for a sling, and you're looking for a sling that's slightly on the larger side, but still nothing that's going to be completely massive or super heavy, then it's a fantastic item for you. That said, one of the main reasons why I don't find myself reaching for this pack as much is because of the fact that the strap's a little small. So I'm not the smallest guy out there, to be honest with you, but I'm also not the biggest person out there either. But I have found that this strap is maxed out. Let's see. I do have the strap completely maxed out. I don't know if that makes sense to show you this way, but I'm going to do it because I've never done a gear review. But I have it completely maxed out, and it's a little on the small side. If I have a hat on, it knocks my hat up. If there's actually a video that I posted on my Instagram a week or two ago of me taking it off, and you can see where it bumped my hat. But anyways, I am about 5'10" and about 220 pounds. So if you're about my size or bigger, then you might run into some issues with it being a little on the smaller side, unless you just like things being snug. But that's really my only main negative side about this pack, and also the reason why I don't find myself grabbing it as often, is because it's just kind of uncomfortable. Yeah, so I don't know. For whatever that's worth, yeah, that's my thoughts. Fantastic pack, solid 4 out of 5. And, you know, if you're on the smaller side, it's going to be perfect for you. So good job, Alpaka. And the last item we're going to review today is the tech kit, which I have the limited edition version of it. It's their same X-Pack material that is what I have on the Sling pack, but this is the little tech pack. Now, this tech kit comes in at about 8.7 inches long, about 5.5 inches high, and 2.5 inches wide. And that's about it. It's really simple. It's a tech kit. There's not a whole lot to say about it. The exterior, again, like I said, is made out of that really durable X-Pack material. It's very waterproof, so if you do have anything that's valuable and can't get wet, if it's in here, chances of it getting wet are very slim, so it does the job there. And then when you open it up, what's really nice about this thing is it does lay flat, if you can see that. So if you're looking for something that's really convenient and really portable, this is a good thing. Now, my thoughts on the inside here too. So you've got a couple different pouches. You've got a zipper pouch here. You've got another little pouch up top. You've got some smaller pouches here for SD cards, things like that. And then on this side, you've got some mesh pockets. And yeah, so that's pretty much it. I think it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 total pockets. Now, for whatever it's worth, I'm going to kind of integrate my thoughts into this now while I'm talking about some of the exterior features. Whatever it's worth, I don't know if the inside was as maximized as it could be. It's not really well optimized because, all right, so these 2 pockets, love them. They're elastic. You can fit some good things in there. I would oftentimes put an iPad charger, whatever, different things like that. That's a good spot for it. I really didn't want to put my SD cards in these smaller front slots here just because I didn't want to lose them. So what I found myself putting in there was nothing. And then this little compartment up top, again, it's not super deep, so you really can't fit much in there and still zip it up. So just be mindful of that too. And then this top pocket here is, if you already have things in the front 3 pockets, then you really can't fit much more here. So again, I get what they're going for, but I really didn't find a whole lot of value out of this and ended up finding myself just throwing stuff in there and then zipping it up, and it was kind of a waste. And on top of that, I kind of ran into an issue with it that I'm not super jazzed about. Let me show you. So unfortunately, this black mesh that they have here, I don't know if it may have just been this particular model or this batch, but for whatever it's worth, this black mesh, the dye, bled on a lot of my white Apple products. I don't have my AirPods with me today, and you might be able to see it here, but this MagSafe charger turned a little on the blue side. You can't really see it, but take my word for it. A lot of my white Apple products are now stained blue from the mesh pockets in this tech kit. Again, it's not the end of the world. It's cosmetic. I'm not going to throw them away because they're blue, but I am a little disappointed that this did stain my products blue. So because of that, I honestly haven't used this pack. It's actually set empty and away. Sorry, Alpaca, I didn't mean to throw that. I'm still going to use this. And aside from the dye issue and my Apple products now being slightly blue and looking more like a Samsung product, I really didn't find a whole lot of value from the size of it. So, you know, if I wanted to take my hard drive with me or my SSD, I couldn't really fit much else in there. And then if I put them in the pockets, then another pocket wouldn't work. And then, you know, if I wanted to put in my cords or if I wanted to put in my Mac charger, which this is kind of funny. On my Mac charger, I still have the old long extension cord that they used to come with. So I'm an original. But anyways, I just didn't find it to be super functional for me. And so I've just not really grabbed it. So still on the hunt for a really solid tech kit. It's a really solid pouch for my personal needs. Again, I don't want anybody to hear me say that I'm saying that this is a terrible product, because it's not. It's just not meant for my use cases. I think it's well made. I think it's very durable. End stop. that's it. That's my first YouTube gear review. Hopefully you found it helpful. If you're in the market for the Elements Backpack or the Bravo Sling Max or the Tech Kit, I hope that these, my thoughts, and I hope that the description of the product themselves help you make an educated and informed decision on whether or not you want to purchase these items. If you do, remember, again, in the description below, I have a link to get 10% off, so use that if you want. Also want to give a quick shout out to ALPAKA. That's my script. Also want to give a quick shout out to ALPAKA for sending these items my way. It's been a pleasure to review them. I've had a lot of fun using them over the last month and a half. And so again, thank you for sending them my way. And then lastly, if you found this video helpful, be sure to give a big thumbs up and subscribe to the channel again, as it helps me to understand what kind of content you are appreciating and what kind of content I should stop making or keep making. So thanks again for coming. Peace.